How's it going, everybody? Steve from Perfect Reload here. We are taking a look at Fort Solis, a game that I feel like has released with honestly not a lot of fanfare, and unfortunately, from what I can tell, looking around at the reviews that have come out, there haven't been many. It's not getting great marks out there. This was a game that got announced last year at Summer Games Fest, kind of off the hype about Troy Baker and Roger Clark being in it. If you're not familiar with that, familiar with those names, Troy Baker was the voice of Joel in The Last of Us. Roger Clark did Arthur Morgan in Red Dead 2. So two very well-known and very incredibly talented voice actors, performance capture artists, you know, the whole deal. They're just actors in general. Not even, let's not even qualify it with voice actors. They're just great actors. The game is, I'm gonna guess it's a horror game. It's kind of getting that label of walking simulator, which I'm okay with. I've played some of those before, some of the older Fulbright games like Tacoma and Gone Home. I enjoyed them, so I have nothing against the genre. I'm looking forward to this because it is something incredibly different than what is out right now, and incredibly different than a lot of what I've been playing lately. So I am excited to dive in, and you know, we'll see how it goes. We'll take a look at it and see what we think. So why don't we just hop into a new game? Wasn't much in the way of options. I checked before we got started. You know, some graphical presets, but not a lot of bells and whistles. No ray tracing or anything like that. Nothing like that came across. It asked me if I wanted to cap the frame rate. It was defaulted to cap it. I turned that off, and then the coil whine from my graphics card went berserk. So I was like, maybe we should just cap that at 60 just in case. So just leave that there, you know. I believe this takes place, it takes place in outer space. I believe it's like an old mining settlement or something like that. We'll see see how it goes.
I wish he had done more.
All right, well, Jack is definitely Roger Clark.
Surrounded by zombies.
Regardless, I'm caught up now, so it's time for a new show. I believe it's your pick.
I'm taking my time with this one.
Just like that hull.
It's looking a lot better since I got up here.
I'm a little worried. I'm checking the output here. It's looking a little framey. It's not framey on my end. Hopefully that doesn't come across the entire time. It's running smooth for me.
Most of our jobs.
Oh, this is my second time trying to record this. OBS has been giving me a lot of problems.
Then again, being stuck with you for cycle rotation is just as exciting.
It could be worse. You could be stuck with
Yeah, it could be stuck with zombies. Oh, got that multi-tool.
You cut off then. What were you saying?
Okay.
The alarm at Solis is triggered.
Solis? That relic?
Okay, so I'm Fort Solis, not Fort Solis.
To think you wanted to spend your last shift watching me do all the heavy lifting.
Jess, I am on vacation the minute tomorrow's shuttle.
Oh, this is gonna be bad for him. One day before retirement.
Well, how do you expect them to reply without power?
If they respond, then it's a false
That's gonna be bad news for everybody.
Gee, you're so smart.
You see, this is why I should pick the shows from now on.
Is this about the zombies?
I wouldn't possibly have any idea what you mean.
I knew it!
Fort Solis. This is Jack Leary, senior engineer, responding to your alarm. Please come in. Jack Leary responding to Fort Solis alarm. You have everything okay over there?
Anything?
No. Weird.
I think that actually might be the likeness of Roger Clark as well.
It's a stone's throw.
All right.
Why don't you check it out?
People who use that expression
We are moving.
apply that logic to Mars.
That vacation can't come soon enough.
This is a, I don't know, maybe I should have adjusted the brightness, or, but also just because I have studio lights on, but it is, this game is dim. Like the inside of a Chili's at 9 p.m.
Take the LTV.
I need to repair this hull before the storm gets worse. I think we have an hour or so before it hits.
Okay, I can pick you up on the way back.
All right, we're going off-roading. See ya, lady. Forming certain ones can unlock others. Okay, well, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, we're going down. Okay. Oh, bye. This isn't foreboding at all. The slow descent surrounded by colors reminiscent of flames.
How many times do I have to tell you this?
Would appear to just be straight up flames shooting out in front of us.
Don't get lost.
All right. Gotta go get into the Mako here. Oh, okay. That's just the button for the multi-tool. Ooh, I'd like one of those seats that kind of moves you right into where you need to be.
Fort Solis.
Calculating.
Jack Leary, senior engineer en route to Fort Solis.
Man, you don't even need to drive. This thing's got autopilot.
Await further information.
Recording submitted.
Okay, I'm heading to Solis. Keep an eye on that storm.
I doubt it'll pass me by unnoticed.
All right, there we go. They gonna give us control, or are we just gonna kind of cut there? Just along for the ride. Okay, I guess, you know, good way to do your credits, I suppose. When I see Black Drakkar games, I mean, just instantly think of Drakkar Noir. There's not much to go off of so far, but I think this looks nice. You know, talented voice actors. I've heard that it's not super long. I want to say that I've seen people say that it's about 4 to 5 hours long. Obviously, we're not going to complete it in all one shot here. This is, you know, we take a brief look at games to see if they're worthy. Worthy is such a pretentious word, but to see if they, you know, give you my thoughts, you know, because, you know, my opinion's just so important these days. You know, you're not making any purchases without consulting with me first, right? It's obviously. Off into the giant dust we go. I don't know if this was just an internal thought I had or if I said it out loud, but I'm not sure if this is like Mars or, you know, because the planet in the title screen, well, not title screen, the start menu there was all red, signifying that perhaps Mars. So Julia Brown, I'm not familiar with. I'll have to look her up. Her voice doesn't ring a bell immediately, but she seems totally fine so far. Ooh, a little framey there. I don't know if that's a good sign or not for your cutscene to be lagging about.
Solis? Jack Leary here. Entering your perimeter. Do you copy?
Oh.
Solis is locked down.
Well, there goes your power theory.
That's not
Why
good.
would it be in lockdown?
System damage? Dare I suggest more weather damage?
Yeah, maybe, but lockdown seems extreme.
Is there no sign of security?
No, they must be done for the night. Storm's picking up here. How about over there?
Full swing here, so I've hopped in the HTV to keep you company.
Lovely.
I get the feeling she's not gonna make it.
I'm flattered.
And I can't nap with that noise, so you're happy.
Chairman. Listen, I'm gonna head to the atrium. Make contact there.
Okay.
All right. You're back in control. Okay. You know what? Just in case, I'm gonna see if we can bump. We have DLSS on. Video reflex, graphics advanced. Why don't we just Let me just go with high and see if just in case that helps with things. I don't know if that hitched there because it was like loading the next section of the game. You know, sometimes you see that, but you know, just in case, we don't want this to, you know, I don't want to have a knock against the game if it's, you know, I got my settings out of whack or something.
Access denied. Lockdown in full effect.
Okay. Well, there's got to be another way to get up there. Here's a staircase and a door. I guess we could try the door first. Yeah, that's like, oh, that's not even a door. Okay, there's no run, but a different button did. Oh, wait, there was messages. 3 new. Okay, that's letting us know that we got some time off. Okay, talking about vending machines, obviously very important. I once worked in a place that had vending machines, and people spent a lot of time complaining about the contents of those vending machines. I made the mistake once of talking to the vending machine gentleman about seeing if we could get a previously stocked item back. And he was not thrilled that I asked, and I learned my lesson right then and there. Don't ask.
Nope. I've had this on way too long.
Okay, well, I'm not quite sure where to go now. Oh, we got another marker here. All right. Is this like a little thing I can cut to shoot me up into the air?
Looks like I'm climbing for now.
Climbing?
Well, the lift's out and the storm's on its way.
Roger. Over and out.
Oh, who's a cool kid?
Seriously though, make sure you're wired in.
What?
Whether it's
Oh, left bumper. Oh my god, I'm losing
no
it.
idea why you're even trying to repair the hull.
Nope, still very hitchy. Oh wow, it really doesn't like this. This is with DLSS on.
Has the storm hit you yet?
Is this the video game industry's way of telling me I need to get like a 4090 or something? Because that shit, not for that price, pal.
Assistant suits my ass.
I'll take that as a hard yes then.
I like the little element of the quick time events, you know, kind of keeping you on your feet.
It's a relic.
You know, I've been a fan of a good quick time event since the days of Die Hard Arcade.
Ah, you've got to be kidding.
What?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
We gonna swing? Yeah, here we go. Swing. Oh, it doesn't like the way I'm doing it. Okay, press it once. Press it once. Okay, so it just doesn't want me to hold it. Okay, I get you. I get you. Oh, I screwed that up. A short window on those button presses there, game. Pain sounds.
Time to quit beer?
More like climbing.
Okay. Keep going up.
Next time, I'm just cutting the door.
You had your tools and chose to climb.
Yes. Been a long day.
All right. Chapter
I'll
1.
head over to the atrium, see if anyone's home.
Nothing on local comms?
No.
Paint the picture for me?
What, of Solis? It's old school. Still got single structures.
You should feel right at home.
What is that? Okay, it's like some type of wind
It certainly
device.
doesn't look welcoming.
I'm saying nothing.
I guess we'll start here. Oh, well, this is where we were supposed to go. Jeez, graphical hitches.
Lockdown in effect.
Strange. The lock overrides are still on.
It's not strange. It's protocol when a lockdown is triggered.
Well, we're going in regardless.
Oxygen reserves are still active.
Well, the backup generator maintains oxygen levels. Did you think they just powered the lights?
Well, not
We have to get naked and go through a shower to decontaminate or anything? Okay. I like the look of this. Big fan of, you know, space station and ship interiors. Having the big tree there is giving me kind of end of passengers vibes. Oh, here are some files on this bench that explain everything that's going on.
Your comms just went local. Please tell me you didn't remove your helmet.
Oh, you know I don't like to wear it all the time.
I can't believe you
Oh, I can't
actually
pick 'em
removed
up.
it on site.
Oxygen levels are stable. It's not natural to wear it that long.
All right, obviously
We
not
can't
going
pretend you're wearing
here.
yours.
Nope.
I knew it.
I'm not the one responding to a lockdown alert.
I'll be fine. The backup generators power more than just the lights, you know.
At least it's sinking in.
Soda or beer? What do you think? Think they just have a beer vending machine at this place? I'm just gonna sit by this tree and get fucking blasted. Alright, that's probably enough.
Drinking on the job?
Nothing wrong with staying hydrated out here.
We both know that wasn't water.
You're not the one walking around in the dark.
Alright. Now, we'll go to the light or the door that's lit up. We got something over here. Is this
Standard issue. It's not as comfy
somebody
as it
else's
looks.
helmet?
I've always liked mine.
Well, I'm not drawing a dog on mine.
Wait, is this where I came in? It is where I came in. Okay, we got turned around. Okay. This is where we need to go. Unlocked.
No power. Well, that's not ideal.
Okay. Well, let's go up those stairs then, I guess. We can get that power turned on there for you, buddy. All right.
Oh, would you look at that?
Is that directed at me?
They still use i5 nodes here.
Really?
Huh?
Yeah, I'm looking at one now. I'm gonna hold on to it.
No, it's probably gonna come in handy. All right, got a little picture.
Oh, Star Walk's in full swing here.
Got some
too.
collectibles.
They are amazing.
Okay.
People back home just can't imagine it.
A star is a star. What's the big deal?
This is
Hell of a storm on the way.
Oh, closing these shutters. Yeah, why not? Let's make it dark as hell in here. All right, I guess that's about it. I'm assuming that the little thing we picked up will allow us to open up
this
that
is
door.
smoky.
why.
The place is lifeless.
Are you sure you're at the right place?
I mean, I think so.
Maybe best to grab the schematics. Just to confirm, I can access the site files from here.
Good idea.
Download the schematics. Oh, this is probably just looking at a tree.
2053. Even this tree makes me feel old.
2053? It's almost as old as me. Hard to think we've been up here that long.
All right, map data. Transfer that over. All right, yeah, that looks pretty good. Oh, I like that. I like that it's in world. You know, that's cool. That's neat. I like that. All right, let's go in. Okay, my current location. All right, let's go and try and open this door. I'm assuming that we can now. Just plug it in, maybe. Yep.
It worked.
Simple enough.
What did?
The i5.
No, be careful handling those. They were replaced for a reason.
Okay. So got some offices. Mining site development, logistics. Can we go in? Yes, we can. What can we steal?
Yeah, it would be rude not to.
What's that?
Happy birthday to you. Happy
That's interesting. All right. Like a little USB stick kind of thing?
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, how cute.
Try hard.
This is why you're divorced.
I'm sure Patricia wouldn't list that as the only reason.
All right. Little abacus action.
I haven't seen one of these in years.
Do some math. All right. Let's keep going. Restroom. Is there anything useful in here? No. Try this other office, I guess. What we got? Oh, we got a computer terminal here.
What could it be?
Oh, I'm not gonna sit here and try and guess. Assume we'll maybe come across that at some point.
No wonder.
Well, we can try 0807, I guess.
It's worth a try.
Okay.
Bingo.
Managed to find a key card?
Okay, so we are on Mars. All right.
Are old. No one has said bingo since 2030.
15% reduction in healthcare plans due to a storm. Okay. All right. I got surveillance.
That'll help me access the lower levels.
Okay. So maybe we need to backtrack or something. See if there's anywhere else we can go in these offices, and then we'll head back to where we were. Operations manager. So this seems like somebody important's office.
How do people solve these?
Oh my god, is this like actually solvable? Okay. No. I spent too many hours of my life as a child trying to solve a Rubik's Cube. I don't work that way.
It's so creepy when everyone's off.
We spend most of our time alone fixing sites in space.
Never alone with a phone.
That's gratitude for you.
What we got
You
here?
could do a lot worse.
Little toy. Little spaceman. Is he gonna walk? Yep.
Look at that little guy go.
How's the search going?
It's ongoing.
Yeah, sounds
Listen, we're completing important tasks here, lady. Don't question my methods. All right, well, let's backtrack and check out that other door now.
I'm going to head down to the B levels and check there.
Okay.
Over here. Okay. Oh, that's not good.
That's new.
Oh God, is this where some body's gonna jump out at us or something? Assuming that everybody is dead.
Still no sign of anyone.
That's locked. So,
Maybe they're cursed to forever walk the surface of Mars feeding on brains.
Are we back on this?
I'm just saying.
now the
this
music just
satisfies
switched in
one
tone a
side.
little bit.
I'm glad to see chivalry isn't dead.
Yeah, but he did die?
Why does everything always have to glow red? Like, we can't have a pleasant glow. That's still not working. That's not working. I'll try here, I guess. Nope. Jeez. Okay. I got a big open area here. Oh, merchandise. Nice. You got merch? Link in bio. Buy my merch.
Benny thinks someone is on to us.
Yeah, he dropped me a message saying he told them it was you.
What?
Rec room.
Yeah, if only they knew. I can barely use it with credits.
It's the perfect crime.
Indeed.
What was that? Oh, it's just that. Okay. That's a pool. Play a game of 9-ball
Remember that time
here.
you hit a 7-ball on Chris? He lost his mind.
I think it was long gone before that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Too many solo jobs out here.
You found a table?
Oh, that's not creepy at all.
At least Solar had a more engaging premise.
Dead Solar.
Yeah.
It was just an idiot clearly searching a haunted station. I just heard it.
Oh, I'd never get out of that with my back. I think this is the only time I've ever seen a rec room empty.
You finally have that peace and quiet you always wanted.
Not quite how I imagined it.
Still no sign of anyone.
Not a soul.
There should at least be an officer around.
Yeah. I'll keep looking.
Okay, I'll try and access the records from here. See who the officer on duty is.
Okay.
Crew quarters. Well, that's a start. Assume that maybe somebody would be in there. What we got? Supply room. Snacks?
Hey. Guess what I found?
Am I actually supposed to guess?
Well, you remember when we first came up here? Before they started arguing over the territory?
Yeah.
They still have one of those old Earth Force flags.
Earth? What?
Well, not that. I think it was called Earth Expedition Force.
It wasn't that either, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, they still have theirs.
And where did you find that?
In a
Nope.
supply room.
Okay,
Why
we are
you in the
locked.
supply room?
I miss peanut butter. Took a chance.
Priorities.
All right. Well, they're keeping it lighthearted. Now we can't get into the crew quarters. Guess we'll go back to the kind of that main hub area. We get into this canteen.
Hello?
Made contact?
Maybe with the shadow of a fridge.
I think you may have been up here too long.
Alright, I'll cut back through here. I'm digging this so far, you know. But this is also, you know, this is kind of a game that I enjoy, you know. It's definitely a slow start. We're what, roughly a half hour-ish in. You know, if it's only 4 hours, then, you know, we are approaching apparently a quarter of the way through. So I don't know. We'll see. I assume stuff starts picking up. I guess we'll just keep going backwards. Yeah, it's all locked. Yeah, nothing else is unlocked. Oh, okay. Well, we can go down these stairs then. Because that terminal that unlocked the door that led us here, there weren't any other options to unlock anything else at the time. So I assume that we are on the correct path here. We got medical bay. Maybe this provides a little bit of information. Can we keep going down? Yeah, it looks like we can keep going down from here. Perhaps, but let's check out the medical bay.
That's odd.
What is?
The door. It's sabotaged.
Sabotaged?
Something snapped the manual lever off.
Something?
Something?
Stop it. You know what I mean. Why would someone remove the power supply?
From the door?
Yeah. I'm gonna look around, see if I can find another I-5.
Be careful.
Alright. Yeah, I guess we'll...
Something is off here.
Oh, shit.
Do we go deeper? There's no, there's no way to interact with this. Am I missing the prompt somehow? So I'm here, all right? Won't let me go down. Trying all the buttons here. I don't know if I need a piece of equipment or what. I figure I could just stand in front of it. Okay. Okay, I had to I had to look things up because I was getting quite lost. So we missed something fairly important. So we gotta do a little backtracking here. We missed some key pieces of inventory. Alright, we gotta go back through the rec room here. Go back through here. Apparently there was a door that we should have interacted with, even though it looked like we couldn't. Was it this?
Door locked.
No. Okay. Not quite sure what door it is. This is that supply room we went into, so I think it's down here.
What are you doing?
I'm resetting the lock.
I'll I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
What if someone's hurt? It's justified.
That's not how it works at all, but
Well, I guess I shouldn't think that just because it's locked, I can't get through it. So I have to start checking every door, I suppose.
Level 1, access required.
Okay.
Looks
I guess
cozy.
we'll
life of luxury.
try the ones we can interact with first.
It's hard to be worse than the engineering shack at mine.
Okay, Wyatt Taylor, that's
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Troy Baker's character.
Access required.
Okay.
Level 5, access required.
We go into this guy's room.
Level 4,
Yeah.
access required.
We go into this open room at least.
Never seen anything like that.
Plant. Okay. So we are in Helen's room. Stress concerns. Okay.
Signing off the week no more hopeful than we were at the start. The soil here, on the Solis planum, continues to show encouraging signs of adaptation, but the plant life that interacts with it, however, seems to aggressively grow and expire.
Was this some type of, like, biological thing that went wrong?
Accelerant. Our planet is dying. Just like these plants. We're running out of time. Tomorrow is a new day.
Okay. All right.
Progress, if you can call it that.
Just getting some lore dumps here. So, yeah, I'm assuming that maybe it was some biological thing went wrong and that's why everybody's disappeared. Some plant thing.
There's nothing to suggest it has anything to do with Compound 26.
Liar. They have been transporting this stuff.
Well, it said C26 on that plant. So is the plant the problem there?
I have a duty here. And the work you're doing, it needs looking into.
Well, unless you have clearance, I don't see that happening.
A little bit of a power struggle maybe going on between these two.
They're getting sick. How can you not see that?
The crazy scientist and the cautious doctor.
Telling you know it.
She's not happy. I'll kill you, Troy Baker, with my plant.
Is this still on?
Okay.
What
Okay.
on earth is going on here?
I could barely hear that.
I said, what on earth is going on here?
Honestly, I meant the monitor.
Ah,
Your helmet has a much better mic.
yeah, nice try.
Got some good stuff in this locker. Well, I'll just be taking that. Okay, so videos. Wonder if the reason why we keep them is because you have to reference them later. A big space station. Give them that. Well, none of these you can do anything with, but maybe this one. Yep, that just opened right up. Nothing.
Whoa.
Oh, they still got vinyl in space? That's, I guess that's good for me. Got something here. Key card? It's glowing.
That's a start.
Yeah.
This should make getting around easier.
All right.
Don't mind if I borrow it.
That's good. Anything else? Couple of things here.
That's a shame. Place like this must have a secret room somewhere.
Is there like a secret room in this lock? Was he being literal or no, or just shutting it? Okay. Is that everything? I think that's everything. All right. What's down here?
Door locked.
Okay. Is this one good to go? Yep. Oh, is that one of those? Oh, we can use that battery. Okay.
Yes, I found a fellow believer of yours.
Oh, really? What did you ask them? What triggered the lockdown?
What?
Exactly.
Well, let's hope for my sake that isn't what actually happened. You remember that time we went to see No Escape?
Remember it? I'll never get those hours back.
Oh, what a show.
All right. Well, let's head back to that medical bay. I think that's where we need to go. Now that we got our little battery with us.
There is no one here.
Try the medical bay. There's always someone on duty. But what if an injury caused the lockdown?
All right, so she's kind of giving you hints along the way if you're paying attention. Okay, that makes sense. It says level 1. I have level 1, right? Yeah. Is it a shortcut? Oh, actually, yeah. Actually, I think it was. Okay. So that's good. They know this is a slower paced game, giving you some shortcuts that makes sense. All right. All right, let's hop in. Pop this battery in.
Access denied.
Denied.
I-5. Why did we stop using them?
The I-5s, they just became too unstable. Any surge would be dangerous. Why?
No reason.
Do not try to surge that door open.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Treatment room. Dawson Roberts, dizziness, loss of balance, low blood pressure. Need some potassium. Get some bananas up in there. All right. So I think it's the plants. I think people are getting sick from the plants. It's that movie with Zooey Deschanel and Marky Mark.
Okay, some good news. I think my
Chair
work
won't
is
move.
beginning to pay off. Todd's team is finally beginning to listen to my warnings about exposure. They recorded higher rad levels at the site this week, and I've had to treat 2 of his staff for radiation sickness.
Is it actually radiation
Dawson is
sickness?
showing signs of hypertension, and Celine complained of dizziness. Current treatment is daily administration of potassium iodide. I'm pretty sure we caught it quick, but out of an abundance of caution, I'll go ahead and schedule a CT scan for Celine, just to rule out vestibular disorder. I just have no idea why these guys insist on working such long hours at the site. They know that it's against regulations. I just don't think that they're fully aware of the risks.
So I wonder if this is he just acting like he's the cautious doctor that's trying to steer everybody on the right path, or is he in on the gig? No surveillance. Okay. All right, we got some clues.
Oh, I chose the wrong profession.
Oops, just walking into a wall. No signal. Blood. Yep.
I think there may have been an incident here.
An incident?
Why is there a mouse cursor all of a sudden?
Just a feeling I have.
Just gonna move that over.
Well, is Officer Taylor there?
I'll check.
All right. Okay. This is locked. But I think we're good over here to subsection C. What we got in here? Another battery? There's a remote control. Oh, it's another one of those little thumbstick things. And the mouse cursor is back. Okay.
Steve, I'm putting this on the network as a reminder to both you and myself to please fix my video calling. It's great that I can talk to you, but I would like to talk to my family. So, let me know the status. Thank you.
I wonder if they were cutting. They not like the fact that he was not in on this plant thing, and they cut off his contact from his family. Is that what's going on? Oh, we just need to have a set. Okay.
Remember when Tom got drunk and ate a soil sample?
I had completely forgotten about that.
Yeah. Has the game of truth or dare ever ended well?
He was in ISO for days. I can't imagine how he
Getting all these movie posters.
Me neither.
What's this? Another supply room. Is this where his peanut butter is? More audio logs. I'm just gonna. Sorry about the mouse cursor. I don't know why that's. I'm playing with a controller. I don't know why the mouse cursor keeps showing up.
I don't need to be told that sometimes things just go bump in the night. And yes, I know.
Yeah, that's a totally legit reason or explanation. Sometimes things just go bump in the night. Ghosts are all up in the house, slam bang booming around,
These sounds.
causing a ruckus, pressing all the buttons on an elevator.
An activity at night.
Ooh, activity at night.
What is going on here? And
I gotta get me some night activity.
so I will confront Nick about my findings tomorrow.
So he was hot on the trail of some bad news, it seems. Bloody pants? Bloody coveralls?
I found Officer Taylor's SIA.
Go away, mouse cursor. Oh my
If he
god.
was in it, then I would have found Officer Taylor.
Why would he take it off?
I think maybe he was injured. What happened
Whoa.
here?
Like gauze or? I got turned around going this way. Oh, this is Taylor's room. Oh, things are strewn about. She's got one of those plants. One of the bad plants. That's C26. Says Rachel on it. What's up on his computer? Okay. Sample plant. Okay. Documents. System surveillance.
I finally got to speak to Chris and the girls. It was good. Their smiles. Wish I could just bottle that up.
All right, for the sake of brevity, I think we'll leave those audio and video logs for you to explore on your own should you choose to play Fort Solis. Or Solis. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
Now I wish I had my helmet on.
You should always have your helmet on.
I wonder where that goes.
There's just a big furnace. They were doing something. Let's see. Okay. that it for in here? Okay. Going back out to that main area. I think that's all we could interact with, so I'm not quite sure where to, surgery? I know it says it's locked, but is it one of those?
Denied.
Okay.
Access denied.
Get the feeling we missed something. All right, so I did miss something. I edited it out. All I had to do was walk all the way back to that computer. There was I had to just unlock the door on the computer. It's for the sake of length and watching you just watch me wander around. Okay, well, we are in a cutscene now. Oh, that's not good. Oh, was that him?
Jack?
It's the guard. He's dead.
Oh, it's a guard.
What? An accident?
I'll take a look. No, I don't think this was an accident.
This isn't
You
good.
sure?
Yeah, I think tag reads Richardson, security uniform.
Okay, now we know why security didn't greet you.
Take his little SD card too.
Perimeter checks complete. Weather damage minimal. Most of the crew have already departed for Center Point. I'm still exploring the unexplained damage to the drill bay exterior door. However, given that storm season is upon us, I'm not concerned about foul play at this moment. Due to the damage, the door is offline for maintenance, and I've asked Officer Hoskins to inform the residents to avoid any disruption.
Yeah, this doesn't seem good. Can't tell what killed him though. He's got a lot of blood, maybe stabbed in the stomach or something. Just another key card, level 2 key card now, looks like.
Officer Taylor isn't here.
But what the hell is going on there?
No idea. It's time we update Central.
I'm on it.
Alright, is there anything else we can do in this room? No. Oh, is there? Something over here? Oh, this just looks like a sink. Oh no, it's
What the
a
hell happened down here?
weapon. Alright.
Okay, I've logged the update. It's time to head to the LCD.
No.
I'm on my...
No, no.
Jack, your helmet, get out of there now!
That seems bad.
You need to get out of there now! Jack, come in!
Oh, that emergency vent in the furnace? What are there burning bodies in that furnace?
Jack! Come in!
I'm here.
Oxygen levels reducing.
Jack, come in!
Great.
Oh, we're going in.
Contamination Contamination heard. Sequence initiated.
What the hell is going on here?
Smash it.
Oxygen levels reduced to 80%.
Small spaces are all I need.
Yeah, I would not. I am incredibly claustrophobic.
Contamination heard.
I don't like this.
Initiated. Oxygen levels reducing.
Oh, whatever that is not good.
Oxygen levels reduced to 80%. Contamination heard accelerating.
Can we make it?
Contamination heard. Sequence initiated.
You can do it, Jack. You gotta punch this thing 3 times, though. Oh, only 2. Messing with the formula there.
Contamination curve accelerating. Contamination curve sequence.
I think the sequence could have been cut down a little bit. This is just a lot of kind of crawling around. It's kind of why I edited. Typically, you don't edit these gameplay videos all that much, but I did this one because there's a lot of just kind of wandering around at times while I was trying to figure things out.
Accelerating. Contamination curve sequence initiated. Oxygen levels reducing. Oxygen levels reduced to 80%. Contamination curve
Finally.
accelerating.
Okay. Is this kind of like where we, that one that we tried getting through, maybe? Yeah, I think it is, yeah. Oh, somebody's got the elevator working.
What happened? Are you contaminated?
I'm not sure there was a contamination.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure.
What?
Someone was down there with me. I'm heading back up to the surface level now.
Down there with you? Who?
I don't know.
You get a little pep in your step, man. You want to get back to your helmet? Where are they guys going to get your helmet?
What now?
Airlock breach. Get your helmet on.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, I think we got through it. Yep, we made it. Get your helmet. Or a helmet. All right. Oh, who's that?
What's happening?
This seems less than ideal.
Officer Dunpart, who's that?
Helen Dumpart, a senior boss.
Oh, she's the plant lady.
The
plant's got her.
Tell them there's an incident here.
An incident? What kind of incident?
It's a plant-spiracy.
Something is going on. She's multiple stab wounds.
What?
Look, contact Central. Tell them it's a violent act incident. Have them send aid. Her helmet was damaged. She couldn't breathe, but she made the journey anyway.
Guess she was trying to warn somebody? Maybe she knew we were there all of a sudden?
Jess, how many people are in Solis?
The system lists 6. Mining crews stop during storm season. Those there are for research and cycle maintenance.
Oh, the lights are back on.
Where's she running from?
All right, all right.
What the hell is going on, Jack?
Okay, well, if that's the end of the chapter, then I think that's where we're going to end things for this. So recommendation time. Do I recommend this? So far, yes. It's not to say that maybe at some point the story goes awry and it ends up being boring or less than good or whatever it may be. But from what I experienced playing through the first chapter, I enjoyed this. But like I said, this kind of falls into my wheelhouse of genres and stories and games that I like. I typically don't play stuff with the horror slant like this, but I've been trying to broaden my horizons. So I would say if this kind of thing is your thing, I think it's worth checking out. Maybe ignore the reviews and kind of just experience it for yourself, see if it's something you like. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for checking it out. It's Fort Solis, out now on PC. I'm not sure if it's out on consoles. This is PC version, but yeah, take it easy and see you again real soon.